Okay. Hi everybody. Hopefully it is now streaming to all three services. Um, you'll find that YouTube or Kick are better than Facebook generally, but Facebook should be okay as well. Okay, so today I'm going to just show you the upcoming recycle unit for HerbandFable, and then we're going to go have a look at some players' homes. So those of you that have already played will have you'll be familiar with the compost, which when you have collected enough compost, it puts the compost into your pouch, your virtual pouch, and then you can use your compost to reduce the growing time of plants. Now, the recycle unit is for stuff that is not compostable, and it's going to work slightly differently but very similar. Okay, so let me just check and see if there's anything. I'm not really paying attention too much to chat, especially on Facebook. I can see the chat in YouTube and Kick better. So if you're wanting to chat, or obviously on the Discord. So let me just rearrange my windows there. Okay. So it was suggested about recycling, and I think it's a lovely idea because I think it's a good thing to recycle. And what I thought was, what can I give as the reward? Because compost, it makes sense that it will shorten the growing time, but what would we give as a reward for the recycling unit? And I decided that it will give you a florin when you have collected enough recyclable matter. Okay. Florins are the in-game currency for HerbandFable, and as part of that, I'm going to make HerbandFable items from HerbandFable available to buy with florins. So I'm actually working at the moment on some different vendors. So these will go into the shop fairly soon. And let me just go to my YouTube because I don't think that is updating very quickly. Yeah, okay, that's better. So at the moment you can only buy stuff with Linden dollars. So, and I'm going to change that so that you can buy stuff with florins. So in essence, when you recycle, you'll be earning florins, and then you can use the florins to buy stuff, okay, in HerbandFable. Now, certainly at the beginning, and possibly always, you'll only be able to buy stuff from me with florins, okay, not third party people. Simply because I can't work out how it would work if I was doing it with a third-party seller, but not to worry, I will look and see if it's possible. It is possible, but it's just the kind of logistics of it. So you will be able to buy with Florins. So for example, I think this one is a free update anyway. I'm not sure that you must first own the ritual. So if you get a free update from a vendor that you bought something with Florins, you can't cross between Linden's and Florins. Yeah, so if you bought something with Linden dollars and you want to get another product that requires that you already had something with Linden dollars, then stick with Linden dollars, and with Florins as well. If you bought it with Florins, then you'll be able to get the update. But free updates obviously are free anyway. So you would click there, and hopefully, yeah, the wheat bed gets sent to you. Okay. So that's how it's going to work from that side. So that's kind of why I've put these recycle units to earn you Florins. There will be other ways that you can earn Florins as well. So the kind of next phase is that I would like to welcome new players in from outside of Second Life. As a kind of gateway to Second Life, but you know, we're basically bringing people in to play the game. But as you'll know, as Second Lifers, one of the biggest challenges is the kind of technical skills required for actually using Second Life. So we're going to need some help for these new users, newbies, coming into Second Life. And so there will be opportunities for those of you who are skilled and friendly to welcome new users to Second Life and HerbandFable and earn Florins, which you can then obviously go and buy stuff with from HerbandFable. So an example here, I've got my cup of turkey Del tea, and I've got 3 versions actually here, and I'm probably going to do it. If you remember the composter, these items have to be no copy, no transfer. Okay, now that's really unhelpful in the sense that you actually want to be able to have multiple copies. So I've been a bit clever about it. Like the composter, you get a dispenser which is copyable. Okay, so they are copyable, but in one sense, but not in another. Okay, so they are copyable in the sense that you can res multiple ones of them, and you can, if you lose one, you've still got your dispenser that will dispense another, but you won't be able to click and drag, for example, to create a copy. And you will be able to choose from these 3 versions. Okay, so we've got a witchy version here, which is rather sweet, and it's got some nice gold details on there, and oops, there's actually a tree of life on the corner there, look. And then there's this sort of rustic one over here, and then this little black box down here, because I can't give it to you in mod. Okay, I'm going to offer you this little black box down here, which is called the discreet version, which if you wanted to sort of hide it inside some other lovely piece of furniture that you've bought, then you can. Okay, so you'll be able to dispense as many of these as you like, but you won't be able to click and drag to copy them. And they work very similar to the composters. So this is this tea down here is an item that normally wouldn't be compostable. Okay, And you can see, and I know that some of you have probably noticed that some of the items that you use already, instead of saying click to compost, they say click to recycle. So I hope you've been saving them because you'll be able to use them. So you can see I've put one in here already, so it works in a very similar way. Okay, you click it, wait for it to tell you, you can put your waste in there, and there it goes. Okay, at the moment they're set for 10. I'm not 100% sure they're going to stay at 10, so don't get too excited about that. But as soon as you meet the amount that, it's a little bit like, so in Europe anyway, sometimes you can take your recycling bottles back to the supermarket and they pay you for the bottles. So that's kind of the idea that I've gone with this. So basically you're filling up your bins, and then you would take your bin to the, well, you don't take it anywhere, you just click it. And it will actually give you a reward, so it'll give you your florin. Now I know a lot of people, when they started with the composter, were like, oh my god, like I only get a compost for 20 items, and then I need 2 compost to actually adjust the timing of a growth of plant. And it seems like that's such a lot, but actually I think when you're playing a lot and you're making sure you collect all your waste, it actually, you can do it quite quickly. And of course, those of you who went and bought the Centaur Pooper, there you go. This was a new release at We Love Roleplay. There you go. Centaur Poop. If you touch it and you are a HerbandFable player, it will send you a poop. And you can flick them around, look. And the poop is compostable. So I know that some HerbandFable players, even without a Centaur, have gone and bought the pooper just to make poop. So, you know, I know that some of you are, you know, playing this a lot and making lots of teas and things like that, so you'll be able to keep those and recycle them. So there we go. Just going to see if there's any comments. Yeah, hi Alva. Yes, I thought the discrete version was probably the best way to deal with that when I can't give you a mod version. So, alright, so let me find, we're going to go and visit some people's houses, but I don't think they're going to be there. So we're nosing. So they might be there, they might not be. Alright, let's go and visit. Right, let me just adjust my camera, otherwise it's going to be very difficult to find my way around. Alright, let's find where everything is. Oh, there's Ava. Look, she's in. Are you watching too? Oh, let's just let stuff do its thing, and because I'm lagging a bit. Just let everything arrive. There we go. So this is Ava's place. And we've got is this the tavern, Ava? Yeah. Lots of clutter. Yep, we're in the tavern. So this is a lovely place. So do you do parties here and things like that, Ava? Or is it like you just your personal tavern with your personal barman there? And there we go, we can see some HerbandFable stuff. The corn dolly. Oh, okay, so you used to use it for stuff with other people. Ooh, what happened to your milk? I'm concerned about your milk. What happened to your milk, Ava? Did you break it? Or is it just my on my screen like that? Yes, I can see that not... Oh, okay, it's just me, okay. Super milk. I can see that you might be holding some ingredients over here. Yeah, maybe it should. Maybe it should go off. What is it, milk? Zebra milk. Cottage cheese. Moldy. Ooh, does it... If only we could have smelly vision in Second Life, eh? Nice wall of badges up there, Ava. Oh, look. Ava's got a super special badge up there. I know that a lot of you have got the beta badge, but Ava's got an alpha badge because she was helpful in getting us to beta. The alpha team, you see, some of you might think, oh, I wish I was in the alpha team. I wish I did the alpha. But honestly, it's basically me asking you to do things 100 times. Like, do it again, do it again. And then me having to fix things and then do them again. They are slightly addictive, the badges, but you know, that's an important part really, because one of the things that's great about HerbandFable is that you can make achievements. And I think it was one of the things that I saw really lacking in Second Life with a lot of the kind of games and things like food and things like that, was that there's no achievement, you know? And so I wanted there to be achievement, but I also wanted there to be real achievement. And so each time you're winning these badges, you are actually learning something about the item that you've been working with. And I think that's what makes HerbandFable so special, actually, is that, you know, when I make these things, they are real. Obviously, they're not, you can't drink it, this particular cup in real life, but you literally can use the recipe that we use in HerbandFable, go to real life and make yourself a cup of lemon tea or nettle tea or whatever, or the most wonderful lemon nettle cake or nettle lemon cake. So we've got some dryers over there in the corner and an oven and the kettle. Yeah, I mean, I just make sure that whatever we're putting into HerbandFable is actually possible to be transferred. Yeah, exactly, Elva, that we can transfer the knowledge into real life. And you are. I've seen already that so many of you are making bread, making the cake, and also several of you, since you started HerbandFable, have said, I've been inspired to go and make a garden, you know, or grow some seeds, and honestly, that's exactly what I want from it. That's the best thing. Okay, I'm going to have a little cam around here, Ava. Have a look and see what's out here. Got a market. It's very sweet out here. Oh, look at that. That's very nice. Bouncy castle. Oh, Alva. Finding some chanterelle mushrooms. Yum yum. Oh, we got some plants out here, yes. And lots of waste over here. Look at that, ready to recycle. You got some compostable there. But yay. And so each time we make these bowls of stuff, I do try to make some, you know, some authenticity to the item that you're making. Yeah, we will, Ava. Ava's saying we need some HerbandFable shrooms. We absolutely do. We have turkey tail, but that's all so far. Chanterelles would be a nice one. Amanita muscura would be a nice one. And, you know, a lot of mushrooms, well, a lot of plants actually. There's so many plants in your gardens that are potentially poisonous and potentially healing. It's all in the preparation. Kill or cure, as they say. Lovely. All right, thank you, Ava. I do have a couple more to go and have a look at. So we are going to go over to, yeah, exactly, got to be careful. You've got to be careful with any foraging, really. Thanks, Ava. Oh, this is a slow track TP. Oh, thank goodness. Thought we weren't going to make it. Oh. And Laura's here, look. Okay, I'm just going to let everything res for a minute. Otherwise it could end badly. Oh, that would teach me to click on the screen whilst it's still doing its thing, won't it? Just see if she's watching the stream as well, otherwise I'll type. Okay, so you can hear me. Awesome. Well, this is very pretty as well, isn't it? Bee leaf. Ah. Let's just let all those textures download. I think it is a little bit better today, thanks to the advice that you guys gave me last time about upping the cache. but I also have to kind of consider how much resources it takes to
That's always fun.
stream as well. Okay, so the processors are in the building ahead by the mailbox. Oh, and look, you put your mailbox in an actual mailbox. That's very cool. So for those that don't know, the mailbox, originally the processors like the cooker and stuff like that, as I'll just have a peek in. Ooh. Oh, lagging, sorry. Oh my goodness. Right, so the processors, like the craft table and the cooker and things like that, originally in the beta they would finish automatically. Okay, so when you started them, if you were offline when they finished, they would be sent to the database instead, and then you could use the mailbox to have them delivered. Since I updated the processors as we went forward into live 1, you now click to finish. So it's unlikely, unless you're very unlucky, if you crash the moment you click it, to have it delivered, then maybe it will get sent to the database still. But actually there's still a use for the mailbox, because let me just see if I can bring it up quickly. Just need to log in as well. Just bear with me a second. Alright, so I'm just going to put that up. So when you get your badges, obviously they're delivered in World, but you can get them re-delivered on the website. So these are the badges, only the badges that you have earned, you can have them sent to your mailbox. So if you missed having the physical one sent to you, or you've lost it, then you can have that sent to you as many times as you need, and they'll be sent directly to you. And you'll notice that there's a new link down there, say need products that you bought with Florins re-delivered. Okay, I'm still working on this, but basically if you buy something with Florins, that's the re-delivery page there. It's all very well coming up with a vendor for buying stuff with Florins, but then I had to think, oh, but you know, what if they want re-deliveries? What if it's a limited amount? What if you have to have bought something else to buy this? You know, which is, there's quite a lot of that with the vendors in HerbandFable. So I had to get all that ready as well, so that so basically I've written a little Casper vend for Florins, so that you can buy them with that if you want to. You don't have to. It's just that obviously if you're earning Florins, you'll get to a point where you'll be able to spend them. So and then you might decide that you want to spend them on a product, HerbandFable, whatever you decide to buy, it will be re-deliverable on that page there. Okay. Alright, put that out of the way. So that's what the mailbox was for. And I can see down here there's a white hare, which was part of the Ostara ritual, I think, if I remember correctly. This is very pretty. Grow peace of mind. Make time for loved ones. Let us be thankful. Turn it to help thy neighbour and squash selfishness. I love that. I'm going to have to see where that came from. Backbone. Give them a little bit of a advert there because that's very sweet. And I can see 2 Wheel of the Year clocks up here. Cool. This is very pretty. It's nice to look around other people's houses and see how you've set them up. You know, the houses that we've looked at so far are all very different, but have maybe some similar elements. I love this. Where's that from? Dreadfully dark. Not sure I'm aware of that one. That looks very cool. Nice details. Very clean. I love this. Little HerbandFable pail of water down there I can see. Oh, okay. There's a cupboard here, and I can see that the cupboard has foodies in it.
Will there be snacks?
Let me tell you what that is. I'm gonna just put this into YouTube chat. That's the marketplace store. So there's some goodies in here, look. Lots of tea and cleaver's juice, cake, coffee, biscuits. Yum yum. And another nice wall of badges. There we go, look at that. So I don't know if you saw, but I actually oh, that milk's gone weird as well, look. I'm gonna have to have a look at the textures on that, aren't I? Why's that gone weird? It's PBR, but that's very strange. See, my viewer doesn't like it. I'm gonna go to shared environment actually, so I can see your places in the way that you intended them to be seen, and also you can see the shiny badges. So I did actually release some new badge displays. Yeah, it's weird that, isn't it? I wonder if it's to do with the there was a graphics update yesterday. Might be to do with that. Might be to do with me streaming. Don't know. Weird. Probably look right if I relooked. This is very pretty. Maybe this one? Maybe. Looks like it. I'm not sure if that means that this person is the person who has all of these stores or what. That is very pretty. In amongst a load of ingredients there. Some pretty trinkets Oh, cool. That's nice as well, though. October. Very nice. Ooh. All right, so gonna take some direction here. There's a nice. Oh, that was a bit extreme, wasn't it? The water well there. Now, the water well, I should explain about that. It says it's seasonal. I do intend to actually update it so that the textures are seasonal, but at the moment its workings are seasonal, so you'll find that you get more water or a shorter wait time between in spring and autumn. And winter is, I can't remember what happens in winter, but maybe it's faster in winter as well, but sometimes I think it freezes, so and in summer you have to wait longer. Oh, and look at these greenhouses. How sweet. Where are these from? Let's see. Nutmeg. Yes. I think it does freeze in winter. I'll have to check. It's a while ago that I did that one. Oh, look at these. Lots of plants here. Now, if only my nettles and cleavers grew as organised and neatly as that. Some primroses and daffodils and crocuses for saffron. We've got a composter there. Iris hainai. More lavender, corn. Dandelions. Oh. Oh, this is very sweet as well in here, look. Look, more goodies. I recognise this one. I think this is it's oubliette, but it's now what they're called moss and something. Yeah, moss and Luna. Oh, oh God, stop. No, don't. Don't touch things. Okay. Very pretty things in here too. Yes, moss and Luna. Oh, look at that. That's really sweet. Fancy decor. That's very sweet. I like that, Queen Bee. Nice pickies of moons. Again, moss and Luna. I think I've seen some of those out in the Saturday sales. I've got some crystals up here. And there's going to be more and more crystals with HerbandFable as well. You should have collected a few by now, actually, in the different rituals. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, look at that. That's nice. Zodiac Wheel. Myrene. Oh, I like these. They're very nice as well. Moss and Luna. Yes, I remember those. Yeah, it looks like a crystal display shelf up there. I guess any shelf can be a crystal display shelf if you display your crystals on it. That's very pretty. What's this? What's this? A little magic pond thing. Oh, no, there. Candle and cauldron. We should learn more about crystals, definitely. In the rituals, we kind of just really do a very small bit. You know, we sort of say, you know, this crystal is related to this, but crystals, you know, they have a lot more going for them than what we cover with the rituals. So we really ought to do some sort of more in-depth crystal stuff. Now we've seen this lovely little display somewhere else. Oh, I saw it in the group because I think it's is it at We Love Roleplay, maybe. So there's another one. It's very pretty. That one too, I love that. Simply Shelby. She does some very pretty stuff. Okay, so I'm guessing, and actually I'm quite surprised that we haven't found a huge dung heap here, Lure. Where have you been keeping your poop? I can see that you like your plant growing. I was half expecting, you know, to come in, to TP in and find a mountain of centaur poop. Look under here. It's a very sweet little area. They're really lovely. It's so nice looking around all of your places. Right, let's see if we've got another one to go to. I did message a couple of people that wanted me to go and visit them who I didn't have links to. We could try
Did someone say cake?
we could try, who was it? Freckles Fairlander. We could try that one again. We tried going there last time and the security kicked us out. But I'm not sure if I've still got the URL. We might have to leave that. So if anybody else would like me to visit their place now, make sure I've got your URL, your slow, and I will come and visit. And does anybody have any questions or anything? Just put it into the chat there. I'm keeping an eye on YouTube and a little bit on Kick. Kind of liking Kick. I mean YouTube seems to be the way to go for streaming with Second Life. I think it's the most commonly used and it seems to work very well. Will there be anything special for Halloween? Nah. Of course there's going to be something special for Halloween. Okay, so we've got Samhain coming up, and that's going to be our next big group ritual, and hopefully I will have a personal ritual available for that time as well. That's what I'm focusing on. We'll also have some recipes and ingredients for Halloweeny type stuff, perhaps some pumpkins and pumpkin tea, pumpkin chai, sort of nice spicy cinnamon, ginger things. What sort of things would you like to see? Oh yeah, some pumpkin pie. Definitely. I mean, my main focus will be on the Samhain ritual. Bats. I'm very much looking forward to working on animals, but it's a big project, yeah. The way that I want to do animals, even though I do make animals, I know that, people have teagle horses and teagle dogs and pets from other creators, and I thought I really want people to be able to make use of whatever pets they have, because they may already have pets. And so I really want to do it so that you can, for some of the animals at least, I mean, I can't control animations of other people's pets, right? But I can control the emotes and feeding and things like that. So I want to do it so that you can perhaps adapt any pet that you already use, rather than having to buy another pet, because you get attached to your virtual pets. So I want to do it so, as long as they're mod, I want to do it so that you can kind of drop the scripts into your whatever pet you're already using. And yeah, like, what's this down here? There's a kitty. And you have a pet on your hand as well. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, you could certainly use them on static pets as well. I mean, obviously people use Animesh, but it's very land impacty. So yeah, it'd be nice to be able to have use it on static pets. Oh, I've just noticed a whole new little area in here. Look at this. How pretty. Look at this. Vespertine. I don't think that's that. I think these are all linked together. So let me just Lucas. See them around in events. That's very pretty, isn't it? Dust Bunny, very familiar. That's okay. I'm figuring it out. Yeah, this is so pretty. Oh, go right out the window. What a lovely building as well, actually. Look at that. What a lovely building. Knows of that. Kaza. There you go. It's very pretty. I like that. I like the openness of it. I've never really got on with like oh really? Um you know, right from when I started playing Second Life, I could never really get on with walls and roofs and things. I was thinking, why do we have walls and roofs? Because like there's no wind, there's no rain. But actually, I love this openness. That's very nice as well. Let's have a little looky. That's Lucas as well. Medieval fantasy. It's very pretty. Oh look. Oh my goodness. My parents had one of these from the 70s. What's going on here? Well, it must be mullen. Yeah. This building is really lovely. I love the colours as well. I don't know if that's just the light. Some pretties on here as well, look. Craftwork. Gardenia shed. Very pretty. Craftwork did a lot of kind of interactive stuff. Yeah, I'm so glad that I gave you the option to turn off the text. Oh, I love that. Look. Craftwork. That's so pretty. I like that. It's birdies. You know, birds, I never really sort of connected with birds until I moved here. Swank and Co. Yeah, that's true, Leah. Gotta know when they're thirsty. Well, that is very pretty. Let me just see if anybody else wants me to go and have a look at their place. I've lost the link to Freckles Fairlander's place. Not sure. When did we do the last stream? I think it was before then. Was this where I went looking people's places? I think it is. And I think maybe this is the one. God, where are we going? Oh, yeah, it is, but we've landed in the same place. So let's just try. No, it's not having it. All right. Well, we may call it a day for today then. I mean, actually, that's perfect timing. About 4 minutes to the hour. Oh god, that's a slow teleport again, isn't it? This is when we sit here going, is it going to crash? Oh, that's a slow teleport. Well, thank you for joining me on our little tour. Again, I think I might be about to crash. I can put my little be right back. Woo! You're very welcome. And thank you to those who have showed me their places. Yeah, we're going to crash. So, that's probably a sign. We will do some more of these and go and visit some people's houses and maybe go and visit some events if they are in keeping with, or maybe some shops. Go and have a look around some shops and things. And also I'll show you new stuff coming and how we're going to use it and stuff like that. Oh, Ava, I thought yours was lovely. Everybody, do you know what? I think that's what makes it great. Because if they were all the same, it wouldn't be so interesting, would it? So, yeah, I'm crashing in Second Life. So, yeah, there it goes. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.